Welcome back to another edition of Ram TV. I'm Tom Flynn. Joining me in the box today is Mr. Steve Acton, and we're out here live at Hillsborough Stadium where the Rams face off tonight against the Reynolds Raiders.
Reynolds Raiders tonight. 0-4 coming in tonight. The Rams coming off a tough game. We could call that against Clackamas last week.
We're just going to move past that one. Move ahead, right?
It has to be mentioned once, and now that's the game not to be mentioned, right?
That's the game not to be mentioned. Exactly right, Steve.
And so moving into Hillsborough Stadium, another home matchup against the Raiders. Like I said, 0-4. And they have something to prove just as much as the Rams have something to prove tonight, how they bounce back from that loss.
Well, we're going to get to that here in just a second. Before we do, folks, if you're joining us live on Ram TV night, of course, we're happy that you're here and piped in to watch this game. But you missed a great little tailgate that they threw out here early before the game. I understand there was a bacon sausage hot dog thing that they had going on. I saw burgers out there. There was all sorts of stuff that looked pretty tasty before the game. Nice to have a little tailgate action going here for the Rams fans.
Yeah, it looks like they might still be out there because the stands are relatively empty. Either that or there's a lot of people going to join us for Ram TV tonight, avoiding the cooler weather. And
Steve, I'm just hoping somebody brings some leftovers from the tailgate up for us to snack on.
Not a bad idea, to tell you the truth.
Exactly. Well, the Rams going to be kicking this one off here to start the first half. Back to receive for the Raiders on the far side of the screen is number 87, the near side, number 28.
That's Campbell and Wilson.
This is Trey Campbell on the return.
Trey Campbell coming up. He's going to get over to the 25 and get kind of mashed up in the pile there. The Raiders start their offense, it looks like, from the 26-yard line.
Not a bad return. Actually, for Anderson not to get it into the end zone. If you look at the flag, he actually had a little bit of tailwind on that, but return nonetheless.
Quarterback for the Raiders tonight is number 14, Jaden Hawkinson. He's a junior. And it's going to be a handoff. There's a flag coming in on the play. That was a handoff run to DeAndre Katz, also a junior and one of the featured running backs for the Raiders.
So they got number 8, David Bishop, kind of working that fly sweep across. Might come into play a little bit later as they try to stretch the Rams' defense. It's like a chop block call against the Raiders. So they'll walk that off.
On the offense, number 71, number 50. Half the distance to the goal line.
So they go half the distance on that, and they'll put that at about the 12-yard line, Tom, and a deep hole early for the Raiders.
That'll make this 1st and 23. Katz in the backfield, lined up behind Hawkinson. And there's a whistle on the play here.
Another flag comes out.
Dead ball. False start. On the offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
Well, Central Catholic Rams defense pushing them back right now.
Great effort there by...
Great effort by the defensive unit, making this an extremely long 1st and 28 right now for the Raiders. Atkinson looks to throw and intended for Fletcher. The ball's overthrown. It'll be 2nd and 28.
Well, it looks like they
Incomplete.
miscommunication there. It looks like Fletcher went out and the pass was thrown inside.
I think that's Miles Jackson that was out there covering Fletcher on the top of the screen there at corner.
Great penetration there by the Rams defense. Andrew Myers looks like the first one to make contact for the Rams.
Jackson lined up for the Rams tonight in a different jersey number. Typically wearing number 21. Tonight he's wearing number 12. Sort of a mirror image.
Boy, not out of plays for third and a long way from the 10-yard line.
3rd and 26. Pass intended for Fletcher
Fletcher
again, and it is incomplete. We'll see the kicking unit for the Raiders come out.
Fletcher, incomplete.
Rams most likely being able to work with a very favorable field here, Steve.
I would think so, barring any mistakes or safety possibly.
Number 13, Corbin Williams, will be back to receive. Kicker for the Raiders.
Number 3, Eric Puslik in punt formation.
Eric Puslik. Puslik's kick is up, bouncing. Williams will go ahead and receive that.
Nice
Try
hop
to hit the corner here. Break over the 40, down over the 35, over the 30, over the 25, and knocked out of bounds ultimately by number 71. That would be Joseph Mercado of the Raiders.
Well, your crystal ball is working as far as field position there. Nice return. Very short field for the Rams. You know, coming in, driving in, and I'm thinking the Rams, you know, Reynolds is a team that they should beat, but you want to win executing well. You know what I'm saying? After last week's game, you don't want to come out and be sloppy. You want to basically prove to yourself that despite last week's loss, you're still a very good team and you can execute and work it well. You got to have the
Comes down to getting better with every game as you approach the playoffs, right, Steve?
Yeah, and I guess there was a flag on the other side of the field. I was trying to figure out what was going on. So
15 yards, spot the foul. Down will be 1.
15 yards from the spot, so
must have been a personal foul.
going to back us up here to the Raiders' 46-yard line. So much for my favorable field. It's still not too bad. It's not bad. 10:40 to go in the first quarter. Rams getting their offense started for the first time this evening. Knight and the quarterback to his right is Elijah Elliott, number 20. Knight hands off to Elliott. Elliott's over the 45, over the 40. Elliott has daylight, and Elliott's going to try to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Rams. A 46-yard touchdown run from number 20, Elijah Elliott, on the Rams' first defensive play of the game.
That's
Steve.
pretty good execution right there. How about the left side of that line just blowing an enormous hole? The receivers, I didn't get a number. The wide receivers holding their blocks and allowing really for him to make the corner and to get up the field. Nice execution there, and really was blocking because he was untouched the entire way.
Zach Simmons to attempt the extra point.
Rams leading 6-0 for the moment, and on Simmons' kick, making that now 7-0.
Rams 7, Raiders 7.
And our game is underway. Rams scoring early here, Steve.
Yeah. I think one-play drive, right, Chuck? If I'm not mistaken, and that's after that 15-yard penalty. So that's kind of a statement in that regard, but I got to give credit. I mean, the blocking on that was phenomenal. You know, even a guy like me might have been able to score on that one. I would be bent over in the end zone breathing, you know, as hard as I could.
We'd be calling in the training team for you.
Yeah, you got to get more than that. All right, so Anderson back out to kick.
So on the top of your screen to receive is number 87, Trey Campbell, and on the near side is number 20, Dalton Clay.
Anderson kicking off.
And that one will not be returned, but there's a penalty marker on the kick. Steve looks like we'll back this one up and have another shot at it.
Kick again. What's the over-under for getting it in the end zone again? 50-50?
Well, you said he's got a little breeze at his back here.
Yeah. He booted that one pretty good. Almost 5 yards
was
in.
at least 2/3 of the way into the end zone when it checked up. Low kick this time. Campbell's going to go ahead and bring that one back, starting this from the 5-yard line of Reynolds. And Trey Campbell gets it all the way up to the 26, possibly 27-yard line before met by the special teams unit from the Rams.
Brady Standray on the stop for the Rams.
10:22 to go in the first quarter. Reynolds with 1st and 10 on their second drive of the game.
See if they can't get some positive plays. Those penalties ate them up in that first drive.
Hand off to Katz. Katz hitting the swarming Central Catholic defense, and that looked like Femi Afifi with the tackle there.
The ball carrier, Malachi Salu on the tackle.
Great penetration up front. You know, the Raiders really haven't done anything through the middle. Might be time to maybe try a pass.
Pass was intended for Ahmed Mohammed, number 4, but it's incomplete. Bounced off the right off the chest plate there, I think.
Yeah, Hawkins passed a little bit low and slightly behind him. You know, the rush was coming as well, so he didn't have a lot of time to get set for that throw. Now quickly 3rd down again, Tom.
3rd and 8, 9:45 to go. Hawkins rolls to his right, looks to pass, has a man down sideline, and I believe that's going to be a complete pass to Muhammad again. Nope, check that.
Pucklick again. Yep. Tiptoeing on the sidelines there.
Falls out of bounds, moves the chains. Andrew Myers checks into the game for the Rams defensive line, number 54. Hawkins hands to Katz. And Katz is ultimately brought down. Let's see here.
Boy, that's quite a pile, Tom.
42 for the Rams. Looked like the lead tackler to me, Steve. I think that was Dylan McNeil. You know, I'm seeing it very differently from the stadium PA. Either I've got better binoculars or he does. I'm not sure.
I think he's got help. I think that's
that or he's got a different program.
Different, yeah, roster. Looks like the Rams jumped off sides.
I think we did.
You know, one of these times they're going to actually pull the ball and work that fly sweep option, but they keep teasing us.
5 yards. Second down.
So I'll make this 2nd and 4 with just over 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball at the Raiders' own 47-yard line. Hawkinson hands this one again to Katz, but Katz does not take the handoff.
He pulled it back and get a read on who made first contact. I want to say it was Lottie.
I saw Vicente on that one. Henry Vicente, number 51, with the tackle there. I'm not sure if Lottie had the first contact, though.
Yeah.
I was sold on the handoff, Steve.
Oh, you're still looking at the runner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then.
This one will be a pass. Hawkinson slings it to the near side of the field. Missed tackle there.
Yeah, Fletcher able to escape the tackle.
It was Oladapo with the early wrap up there, and Fletcher able to duck underneath. Should be just short of the first down here. We're looking at 4th and 3. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Raiders. We'll read option here. Ooh.
That was Lottie wrapping it up.
That was Fletcher brought down hard by Christian Lottie, number 16.
Loss of about 5, and Rams take over on downs.
Fletcher, the ball carrier.
It's just took too long for Hawkins to make his decision. He's just riding him too long.
Play. Ball goes to the Rams. 1st and 10.
So with 7:38 to go in the first quarter, Rams now taking the field for their second offensive possession, currently leading 7-0.
Yes, Reynolds' offense, other rushes of 6 times, minus 2 yards. Chuck Blickel with the stats, so nice job for the Rams defense.
Miles Jackson checks in at running back in the game. Hanging in the backfield there with Cade Knighton. Cade Knighton looks to throw down the sideline. Has Williams.
Wow.
On the second offensive play of the game, Corbin Williams hauls in a 48-yard touchdown pass.
Beautiful ball by Knighton. Knighton typically throws darts. He put a little extra air under it, ran right underneath it, and hauled it in. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Let that one loose. So 2 plays. You know, I'm not as good at math as Chuck is here, Steve, but we should be somewhere over 90 yards in the game at this point. 94 yards.
20 seconds of possession. Wow. 20 seconds of possession for the Rams, and the Raiders with 4 minutes and 29 seconds. I mean, it's lightning fast here tonight for the Rams on offense.
And the extra point, of course, was good. So your score now with 7:31 to go in the first quarter of this ball game still.
I have no idea.
14-0.
How do the Raiders contain the Rams offense when they're just explosive like this? I mean, do you start with a fence? I mean, do you start with putting up bricks? I mean, there's a lot of things.
Well, you know, I can say this, Steve. If they don't figure that out, the Rams are going to paint a lot of numbers on that scoreboard. When I think about painting, of course, I'm always thinking about Hunt Painting. A title sponsor for 2017 Ram TV, Hunt Painting is proud to help sponsor Ram TV. Now in their 3rd generation of students in Central Catholic, the folks at Hunt Painting are happy to continue to be a part of the Central Catholic family. You can find them on the internet at huntpainting.com or give them a call at 503-245-5149.
Anderson's kick sails into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the
Boy, things moving fast out there, Steve. I'm barely able to.
Yeah, those referees are definitely moving it along. I think they might see the writing on the wall. Might be able to make their 10 o'clock appointment.
Raiders starting this one from their own 20. 1st and 10. Cats in the backfield with not a lot of room so far. And he's going to get that one back to the line of scrimmage. First wrapped up by number 58 from the Rams, and then ultimately brought down by the rest of the defensive unit. That was Nazir Fair getting into the backfield.
That's the ball carrier. Myers in on the tackle.
Very short gain again for the Raiders.
Hawkinson back, looking to throw, has pressure. Pass is complete to Katz, but Katz wrapped up by not Corbin Williams, excuse me there. That's number 43, Malachi Salou.
Salou kind of shot out of a rocket to chase him down and bring him down. Loss on the play of about 2. Really, Salou's showing some speed.
Great read and pressure, picking up the running back, catching the ball in the flat there. 3rd and 11, 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Hawkinson aims to throw, looks long. That's picked. Interception by the Rams. See if I can get that number there. That's number 30 grabbing the turnover. That's Travis West.
Nice grab there by Travis. Double coverage, you know, Hawkinson throwing into double coverage. The odds are against you at that point.
Rams intercepted from 35, Aaron Arvidsson. Take over on the Reynolds 49-yard line.
You know, Steve, I know that was number 30.
Okay. Tom and I are listening to the PA, and
Stadium PA here is they're well, you know, everybody's trying to do their best out there.
we have conflicting data.
Definitely Travis with that one. So Knighton back, looking long again. That time intended for Silas Starr and just out of reach. Starr.
Intended for Silas Starr is incomplete.
Well, it's good to know that they're not completely invincible. But you go right back to that play because he was open. He just slightly overthrown.
Starr throwing that football out of the game, threw it back to the sideline. So they didn't like that one, I guess. Knighton is going to throw on this one. Pass complete.
It's like Sodders. Great ball by Knighton. Great job by the defensive line to pick up the blitz by the Raiders as well.
17, Calvin Saunders.
Sodders with a great grab in traffic there. Snags the first down for the Rams. It'll be first and 10 from the 39-yard line. 34-yard line, sorry. Pass is complete, and there is a flag on the sideline, so we'll see what happens with this one. That was Katan Oladopo. Yeah, Steve, the flag was just right here on the sideline, right in front of Coach Pine. I'm not sure what that was.
Probably holding because there's only a few players. Yeah, there it is. Only a few players out there. That's kind of the execution we talked about. It's one thing to win, but you got to win with good execution.
Holding on the offense, number 13.
Yeah.
10 yards from the spot foul. Down remains 1.
Always hurts to take points off the board.
That was Corbin Williams with the holding penalty there.
It's like they brought Greg Curtis in the backfield. First time we've seen him on the field tonight.
And now it is first and 10 from the 39-yard line. So 5:32 left to go in the first quarter. Rams leading 14-0. Knight looks past this one. That is complete. And Silas Starr, no, that's Corbin Williams going down the sideline and punts that one in.
They're going to have to water the grass over there. Those Jets really burned the grass as he was headed down that sideline.
So Corbin Williams making up for the holding penalty by taking that one to the house. That's a 39-yard touchdown pass by Knighton. Racking up the yardage here for the Rams tonight so far.
Wow. He got up the field quick. You know, you like to see that where they see the real estate and they attack it. No cutbacks, no anything. They just get down the field as fast as they can. 153 yards thus far for the Rams in the quarter. 5 minutes left in the quarter. 153 total yards for the Rams. Pretty impressive. You know what is also impressive is our our sponsor for tonight's broadcast.
That's right. So our supporting sponsor, that would be the folks at Pacific Wire and Fence. Pacific Fence is a Schoenheit family business serving the Northwest since 1921. From backyards to ball fields and prisons to primary schools, Pacific Fence has you covered. Need a fence? Call Pacific Fence. You can reach them at 503-233-6248 or find them on the internet at pacificfence.com. Thank you so much, Pacific Fence, for being a supporting sponsor of Ram TV.
5:22 left in the first quarter, Tom, and I knew the Rams had a good shot of winning this thing, but it's looking better and better.
Again, with your help, we can bring hope, health, and happiness.
You know, we got pretty lucky tonight. The weather really calm. There's no threat of rain in the forecast. I was kind of worried about how wet the ball might be tonight. It's not cold. There's no beanie weather. You know, the old days when everyone was sporting the beanies with the little beanie on top. And
well, it's nice and cozy up here in the press box. I'm not sure about how warm and cozy it is outside.
Yeah, I like those beanie days. They got those different hats now, but the beanie days those were good days.
I think that was number 20, Clay, with the carry there, Dalton Clay.
On the return for the Raiders.
Makes it all the way out to the 27-yard line. It'll be first and 10, 5:15 to go. Still in the first quarter, Rams leading 21-0.
I know the Raiders have got one first down, but I don't know if they've crossed midfield yet today.
I don't believe so because there was a turnover on fourth down at the 49-yard line 2 series ago. So this is Hawkinson with a carry here and brought down, I believe, by Salou.
Jake Hawkinson.
Hawkinson running pretty hard on that. It didn't look like he was interested in working the option. I think he was going to take it the whole time.
Hawkinson trying to keep this one again. That was Ricky White first off, and then I think it was Salou with the cleanup job there, bringing him down. Ball will be spotted on the 30, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. Hawkinson rolling, throws. Great defense by the Rams, but it's going to draw a flag. That was number 22, Jermaine Flentroy, going over the top of Fletcher.
Fletcher, right. Not bad position. Fletcher kind of boxed him out, and he didn't really have an opportunity or a means to get around and knock it down other than go through him, and you can't do that. At least that's what that official said.
I'm sure that sideline official had some commentary coming from the Raiders coaching staff as well about
little
that.
help, little
yeah,
assistance.
Little help.
Sometimes somebody needs a little bit of help.
We all get by with a little help from our friends.
So I hear.
Approaching the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. Raiders threatening to get over the midfield line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45. A handoff to Katz. Katz does make it over the 50 and is in Ram territory for the first time this evening.
Nice run by Katz, bouncing it outside for a little extra yards after contact.
On the carry.
Second and short for the Raiders. Haven't had to say that too many times tonight.
Actually, that was Nathaniel Wilson who checked into the game for Reynolds. Got a new back in the field there. His jersey's a little tucked up underneath his pads, but that is number 23, Williams.
Good catch, Tom. Boy, a lot of discussion for this penalty.
Dead ball. False start. On the offense, 5 yards. Still seems nothing back.
So on the false start, we go back into Raiders territory. Working back and forth across that midfield.
Is that the proverbial line in the sand right there right now?
Third penalty, 23 yards total penalties for the Raiders at this point. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Great job.
Carry by Wilson, gets all the way up to about the 49-yard line.
Wilson, the ball
That was fair coming off the edge to bring him down.
Fair with the stop.
Wrapping him up. That's one nice thing about tonight. Rams are really wrapping well.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage there. Ball's going to be backed up to about the 45, 46-yard line. And
Salou on the tackle there. So 4th down and ball right there at the 50-yard line. Looks like they're going to punt. They'll put Corbin Williams back for the Rams.
so 4 drives, 4 punts so far for the Raiders.
Got an interception there at 1.2.
You're actually great stat checking there. I like that.
That's just lucky memory. Tiptoeing down the sidelines, trying to get a couple extra yards. Williams gets it out to about the 24-yard line.
Didn't have a lot of room to run there on the sideline. Just kind of worked his way through. And
Yeah, that's one of those tweener bounces. It's like, do I not? What's the upside? There's a lot of decision making that goes on when that ball's bouncing like that.
got to pick it up, but you're not going to get far with it.
Halftime with the cheer and song squad at the Pink Out for Breast Cancer football game on October 6th right here at Hillsborough Stadium. For more information, go to the Central Catholic website.
Curtis still in the game at running back, but it looks like we've got a few new players checking into the game here.
Looks like Will Frick at the top of your screen.
Top of your screen there, yeah, number 24. Knighton gets pressure for the first time this evening and is sacked back here.
Jailbreak there. Looks like almost the screen was set up, except Knighton didn't know it.
63 there, just went through nearly untouched. Nathan Manson, 6'2", 300-pound senior for the Raiders. Reversing the Rams for the first time this evening. It's 2nd and 17, minute 30 to go in the first quarter. Knighton's going to pass this one, slings it out to Curtis. Curtis at the top of your screen here gets a good block and a flag thrown on that.
Comes out. Not quite sure.
I didn't see it, but
number 27, Greg Curtis.
I mean, he was a hit to the front. I don't know if it was a defenseless or what that's going to be, but I think it'll go against the Rams.
the defenseless could be about the only thing I could come up with there, because otherwise you're right. I mean, that was absolutely.
And it almost looked like he laid off a little bit too, because it was really in a position where he really could have really kind of throttled that hit.
No, he came up.
So that'll back him up even further.
Blindside block. 24 on the offense.
So, but you know, you got to give him credit for pulling up, even though it was a blindside block, but it could have been a much harder block than was delivered.
Sideline warning.
6 penalties for 70 yards this far in the half. Thank you, Chuck.
Rams was 2nd and 24. Titans going to pass this one.
Blitz going
downfield, has Sodders. Sodders hauls this one in, and Sodders is just trekking down the field with it, with the safety just trying to hang on for life with him. That was number 6,
Great
Dominique Miller, who, boy, Sodders just dragged him for 20 yards there.
Well, he did, but another penalty.
Oh, come on.
Unbelievable. But the thing was, is he was draped on him before the ball got there. So Sodders really good concentration to haul that in.
Excellent concentration, great hands, great grab, and
all for naught, an illegal man downfield.
Sadly, this one will come back. An eligible man downfield is what we're hearing. I'm not sure exactly how that stacks up.
Well, I say you go right back to that play with the height advantage. You know, Miller, let's see what number.
2nd and 34.
Miller's 5'8". Sodders 6'2".
Elijah Elliott back in the game for the Rams at running back. Knighton has a lot of pressure, dumps this one off to Elliott. Elliott with room to run, and he's going to take this one all the way down. No one's going to touch him on this one.
There is a flag in the end zone.
Well, depending on what that flag is, it's going to be it's either a 95-yard touchdown pass or it's something else.
I'm waiting to see the officials down here, and all the other officials have to follow the play, so they're all the way down the other end zone.
You know, from
they're hoofing it back
where
90 yards.
That flag is, there was a 3-man rush that was coming in pretty hot and heavy there at Knighton, and Knighton just kind of chipped it right over the top of them.
Yeah, you wonder if there wasn't a little bit of holding there.
either holding or a late hit.
Late hit, yeah. Boy, great play though, and as a high school player, that's a lifetime memory. Of course, having a call back will be a lifetime memory as well.
It would be the second called back touchdown of the evening, and this one's taken a long time to talk about out here.
Well, from the time they're discussing it, I got to think it's coming back. Now they're just trying to figure out where to put it. Oh, no, roughing the passer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That makes sense given the location of the penalty.
All right, so.
It's kind of anticlimactic now because we're celebrating this 95-yard touchdown pass and the brilliant running there by Elijah Elliott going down the sideline, streaking untouched. He had a great block halfway down the field.
Oh, it was beautiful. You got the opportunity to coast too.
Yeah, and then
but this is where the Ram TV comes in, so you can constantly relive the exciting part of it, and not have to deal with this end part.
That's exactly right. You can just kind of.
It's the replay.
You roll back and forth there on your screen, scrub back, watch that over and over again.
Exactly.
A great run there. Elijah Elliott with his second touchdown of the game.
Simmons to attempt the extra point.
Great night so far. 4 for 5, 248. 4 completions for 248 yards. That's like 50, 60 yards where I come from, that's just a lot. That's like playground ball right there. Well, both teams waiting for the two officials to make it back down the field for this extra point.
We said earlier maybe the officiating crew is trying to move things along quickly, and maybe at this point now they're trying to just
down a little bit.
Stretch it out, draw out some drama here.
I could see if we had the commercial breaks, but and that is something good.
And on the extra kick, Rams now leading 28-0. Someone better call the fire department because the roof is burning off the stadium out
here. The roof is on fire, exactly. And the Rams started and they haven't let up. So it's been fun, especially coming off of last week, to see these points go up on the board really relatively easily. I'd like to see the penalties cut back a little bit, though.
Absolutely. The discipline in avoiding the penalties is always appreciated. However, the fireworks from the offense, something that was sorely missing last week, seems to be rolling right on schedule this week.
Yeah. Well, you figure 2 plays with 2 touchdowns. That's just fun right there. Oh, it's personal foul against the Raiders, so.
We have to move that one closer, and I would imagine that this kick's going to go out the back of the end zone.
Well, Liam's probably going to try to get it between the uprights. So that would be, let's see, 45, 55 yards.
I don't know. I'll put a Snicker bar on the line with you, Steve. What do you think? You want that he makes it, or you want that he misses the field goal?
He makes it. I'll bet you Snickers he makes it.
All right. Oh, it's up.
Oh, it is so close. I think he got it.
Did he?
We're going to have to go back to the Ram.
I need somebody to signal
replay. We're going to get some help from the Ram TV audience.
That was close.
And we don't need Tom's friends saying that no, he missed it. So
I'm pretty sure that made it there.
Wow.
I think actually you said it was going through, right?
Exactly. So I'm the guy who's going
to it definitely
king
missed.
Size.
It was wide. It was absolutely wide.
King size, right? King size.
King size. Those little Halloween snack size ones?
No, you can't get away with that.
All right. Snickers bar coming your way at the half.
Gosh, I love this game.
Handoff run brought down early by Christian Lottie, getting right there in the backfield and knocking around Nathaniel Wilson, making sure that there was no gain.
10 Rams around the football by the time that whistle blew. They are flying to the ball, playing inspired.
Clock should just about run out here before we get this next one off. 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Hawkinson is going to let this one run out. So that's the end of the first quarter, folks. Your Rams are leading 28, Raiders 0, and it's a pretty good show so far tonight.
It's been a highlight reel. It actually has. And, you know, talk about highlight reels, things that people excel at. There's some sponsors that excel at what they do, not only excelling at supporting Ram TV, but they excel at the trades that they're in.
That's exactly right. And first among them that I'd like to talk about tonight is our 2017 Ram TV title sponsor, Hunt Painting. Hunt Painting, as you know, Steve, is very proud to sponsor this Ram TV broadcast. Now in their third generation of students at Central Catholic. Three generations, Steve. That goes back a ways.
It's a lot of tuition, too.
They are happy to continue to be a part of the Central Catholic family. Hunt Painting hopes for another great year of success on and off the field for all the Central Catholic students and student athletes. Hunt Painting, we thank you so much for sponsoring Ram TV. If you'd like to look them up, folks, you can find them on the internet at huntpainting.com, or you can go down and see them at 7400 Southwest Macadam Avenue in Portland, Oregon. Of course, you can call them anytime during business hours at 503-245-5149.
And how about Chuck Licka with the stats for the first quarter? Central Catholic, 9 yards rushing on 2 carries, but 248 yards through the air on 4 of 5 passing from Knighton. 257 total yards in the quarter. However, the downside is the 7 penalties for 75 yards. And we'll get you Reynolds right after this play.
Oh, Hawkinson trouble with the snap. Looked like Williams fell on top of it, and then it bounced around again. Lottie comes up with it, and that's a recovered fumble there, Steve.
Yeah.
Rams football.
That was quick. I mean, it was odd because they were both Hawkinson and one of the Rams defenders was laying on the ground. All of a sudden it squirts out.
Well, it looked like Nathaniel Wilson had covered it up.
And that's the second turnover tonight for the Rams, one on an interception and this fumble right here. And Reynolds' first quarter stats, 8 yards on 12 carries, 15 yards through the air on 3 of 8 passing, 23 total yards in the quarter, and 3 penalties for 23 yards. Again, thanks, Chuck Buckle. Very good.
Miles Jackson in the backfield to the right of Cade Knighton. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson. Jackson wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't quite get through. Brought down by 63 and 45 for Reynolds.
Yeah, that is Manson, number 63. And you called his name earlier. He's 6'2", 300 pounds. And once probably he gets your paws on you, you're not going very far. Take note, number 23, Ronan Dooney checking in the slot.
Dooney in the slot. Solders at the top of your screen. Silas Starr, number 11, lined up on the 20-yard line down here near side. And it's going to be a handoff to Jackson. Jackson in traffic. Gets down, still fighting on his feet. Forward progress should have been stopped around the 10-yard line. Solid run by Miles Jackson. That'll make this 3rd and 4. 10:50 to go until the half. Rams leading 28-0.
I think you see Jim checking to see if it went through the uprights on his phone.
Does Jim want half your Snickers bar now?
I think so. We'll negotiate.
We have a quarterback change, and this one's going to be a quarterback keep for the goal. That was number 19 for the Rams, the
Joe
senior,
Henderson.
Joe Henderson.
They slipped him in then. I didn't even see him come in.
Henderson sneaks into the game and sneaks in for a touchdown Rams.
Nice job there by the Rams. Taking over, what, on the 15-yard line, Chuck? Punching that in. So that goes 35-0, and at some point, I should read the rule book as far as when the running clock kicks in.
I want to say it's either at 46, if you're 46 or 48 points ahead. I'm not certain of that. I could probably, I'm sure Chuck over here can consult with the interwebs and find out for us.
Kick is up and good. Fletcher nearly get in there to block that. Great effort by him. But all for naught as it goes through the uprights. Well, speaking of uprights, you talked about Hunt painting. When you put a fence in, you got to have uprights because you have to have something to attach the rails to the post.
Well, there's the post, there's
terrible,
the stringers,
terrible segue. Just bail me out. It was terrible.
Well, we really got you on the boards with that one, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
You got nailed with it?
I got nailed.
Oh.
Nailed.
Of course, we're having a little bit of fun talking about the great folks over there at Pacific Wire and Fence, a supporting sponsor of Ram TV. Pardon the puns there, but of course, we do appreciate how much they help us with this broadcast. Pacific Fence is a Schoenheit family business serving the Northwest since 1921. From backyards to ball fields and prisons to primary schools, Pacific Fence has you covered. Need a fence? Call Pacific Fence. You can find them on the internet at pacificfence.com. Oh, we got a little bit of high-speed action going on here.
Nice return there.
I think that was Katz on the carry.
Campbell on the carry, really finding a hole and finding a seam and really not messing around, just getting up the field. Nice run there by Campbell.
Number 87, and he was moving there.
Wow, good field position for the Raiders. Best they've had all night long.
Hawkinson's going to keep this one. Salou wraps him up, knocks him down, and then the tackle's finished by 87 for the Rams. Cameron Stodmeyer.
Good decision by Hawkinson to keep that ball, picking up about 6 yards.
Cameron Stodmeyer on the stop.
Salou has been really flying around.
He has.
Sometimes it may not be the finish of the tackle there, but he's definitely disrupting plays tonight.
He can cover some ground. Playing inspired.
Moving fast, and like you said, playing inspired. This is going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Raiders. Hawkinson does hand this one off to Katz. Katz gets through into the secondary and caught from behind by Miles Jackson, who tries to strip the ball, actually.
Miles Jackson could have saved a touchdown.
Miles Jackson almost reached him around the side and pulled that one out.
For Reynolds, first down.
Jackson playing in a different jersey than he typically does. Typically he's number 21. Tonight he's suited up in number 12.
Just reversed him.
Wanting to keep us on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkinson keeps this one, slings it to the outside, and it's a pass complete to number 6, who is brought down by Jackson. That was a short game, if anything, for Dominic Miller there.
Dominic Miller on the carry. Cameron Stodmeyer on the stop.
Hawkinson looks to pass deep.
Oh, great grab.
That was a great one-handed grab, but he was out of bounds. He was about a foot and a half out of bounds running. He was getting bumped a little bit down the sideline. Great coverage there by Jackson.
Jackson keeping him on his hip and basically using that sideline, kind of slowly pushing him out.
Jackson just explosive with his speed, and also having watched him compete at track and field events last spring for the Rams, pretty explosive vertical leap. He can really go up for something. So terrific athlete there. This is going to be a handoff to Katz. Katz wrapped up, Ricky White leading the tackle charge there. First contact, and ultimately motion stop by the rest of the defensive line for the Rams.
So 4th down now. Interesting third down play. The Rams have been really effective at stuff in the middle. So it's just odd that they tried to run it right down their throat again.
White checks out of the game. Coming in is number 42, Dylan McNeil. Hawkinson rolls to his right, throws downfield, has a man on the sidelines. Did he stay in?
Oh.
The official says no.
Nice effort by Fletcher. I think he only got 1 foot in.
Pass intended for Fletcher, ruled incomplete.
Well, on a positive note, Steve, for the Rams, I mean, we're seeing
Positive things.
complete passes here, right? I mean, that
absolutely.
first 2 drives, it seemed like there was a little bit of nerves or something, and the ball was kind of bouncing around, but
No, certainly
Raiders started to get a few things worked out.
getting some continuity anyway. No points, but continuity.
Rams offensive unit returning to the field. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. 7:54 to go before the half. In the game right now at quarterback for the Rams, Joe Henderson, the senior. Greg Curtis in the backfield with him. Henderson's going to drop back and pass this one. Puts it up to Vincenzo Logan and just a little bit out of reach.
A little bit too tall.
Great sportsmanship there with Logan and number 28 from the Raiders. They had a little bit of contact after the catch. Love to see that there with Kalen Lynch from the Raiders. Henderson does not hand it to Curtis. He's going to keep it. We saw him score a touchdown earlier. Henderson has the first down and more. Gets knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, maybe 41-yard line.
Flag comes out, though, and I think they might get Frick with a holding call because they basically threw it right at his feet. It's a dead giveaway.
When they throw it at the guy?
Right. Boy, but Henderson had a lot of room to run.
Steve, you saw that one. That was great. That was Will Frick with the holding penalty, and that'll work its way back a little bit here. Check saying that's the 8th penalty this evening on the Rams.
Not what you want to see. It is enough for a first down despite the penalty.
Henderson drops back. Pass intended for Frick and defended by Dalton Clay, and I'm thinking that that's where the pass interference was.
I think there was some pass interference there, yeah. But a nice job there by that Rams offensive line. They picked up the blitz, giving Henderson really plenty of time, all the time that he needed.
Pass interference on the defense, number 20. 15 yards from the previous spot. Down the still play.
Elijah Elliott now checking into the backfield with Henderson. Frick, the receiver at the top of your screen, number 24. In the slot is Silas Starr, who's actually going to move up to the top of the screen now, joining Frick.
Splitting them out. The play call taking a little while to get in.
Dooney and Logan, the receivers here on the near side of your screen. Henderson is looking to pass, has protection, down to Starr. And knocked away. Solid defensive effort there by Clay for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice position there on the pass. Starr's a fast receiver, and so he was hanging with him. Rams really taking their time getting the play called. Typically, you know, they're a little bit faster, but I guess, you know, with a 35-point lead, there's really no hurry, right?
Yeah, you have a little bit of time to slow your cadence down there. 2nd and 10 right now, 7:14 to go before the half. Ball on the Raiders 41. It's a pass to Logan. Had it for a moment, bounced out of his hands before he could bring it in.
Little tunnel screen. It was there. He had some room to run if he was able to haul it in. Third and 10. We don't see that very much tonight for the Rams. I think we did like see 3rd and 30 at some point when they were backed up down here at the.
Well, Elijah Elliott had something to say about that then. I wonder if he'll have something to say about that now. Rams will be passing. Henderson, tons of pressure behind him here. Does get a pass complete to Silas Starr. Starr down to the 24-yard line and a first down for the Rams.
How about Henderson getting out of trouble, escaping would-be tacklers, and really working against his strong side and really drilling Starr there. Nice job by Henderson.
Steve, he did a fantastic job turning around and seeing the pressure and still managing to get out. Slip to his left a little bit there, find Starr downfield, and make a great pass for the first down. 6:53 to go here before the half. Rams with a fresh set of downs.
Now Henderson's 6'3", 190, and he was tiptoeing around there and looking nimble.
Henderson passes to Starr again. Starr makes an inside move, wrapped up.
Boy, Starr takes a hit as he's going down from number 23. I think that was Nathaniel Wilson, kind of helmet to helmet there.
He did, and I don't like to see that, you know, coming when the receiver's defenseless like that, wrapped up and getting spun around, but seems to be okay as he's working his way there to the slot position at the top of your screen. It's going to be 2nd and 2. 8 yards gained by Starr on the reception. Handoff to Jackson. Jackson with daylight. Touchdown, Rams.
Boy, made it look easy. How about that offensive line? Putting that hole together. Wide open, untouched into the end zone goes Jackson.
You know, you mentioned your running abilities before, Steve. You might have even been able, you wouldn't have made it look as good as Jackson did, but that offensive line doing a terrific job out there, opening a huge hole. And
Rams. That's his second one on the night for Miles Jackson.
Rams now leading 41-0 for the moment.
To attempt the extra point.
And Simmons' kick is good. That'll make it 42-0 for the Rams, Steve.
Pretty impressive. I mean, this is before halftime. They came out and they're really showing what they've got. From an offensive standpoint, defense, they've really shut down the Raiders as well.
What a difference a week makes, right, Steve?
It's so much nicer to be on this end of things. Sounds good. Laura Yeager stepping into the booth to make sure we're behaving, and now we have to behave because she stepped into the booth.
Hey, Laura, do you got any extra Snickers bars?
Oh, here we go. Make him go buy it. Cheapskate.
Hey, I might. Was that actually, Laura? Were you down on the field? Was that kick through the uprights? That kickoff, that last one? Do you know? It's okay to say no. we had a little Snicker bar wager on that one.
Anderson to kick off for the Rams. No win.
And this one's going to be deep, but it will come back out. Head of speed here. That was Campbell with the return, I believe.
Nice job. He runs hard. You know, you got to do that on the kick returns. You got to cover as much ground as you can before those defenders meet you.
A great job getting out to the 21. So with 5:44 left to go before the half, Raiders going to see if they can work this one down the field and get some points on the board before we take a break. Cats back in the game in the backfield with Hawkinson. Hawkinson does hand it off to Cats. Cats working his way to the sideline over here. Escapes a few tackles and ultimately brought down 41 and 82.
Scroggins there on the tackle.
Yeah. Tackle for the Rams.
Cats with some nice hard running after contact, dragging Scroggins for a little while.
A little bit of Joe Nizich, number 82, in on that one as well. Sophomore checking into the game for the Rams.
Timeout on the field.
So with a first down, Raiders right now on the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Rams showing a little bit of stunning here before the snap.
Dead ball. False start. Number 76.
Rams able to draw the false start there. That'll get moved back. And the Raiders not making things easy on themselves right now. 1st and 15, 5:20 to go before the half.
Yeah, 5 penalties on the night for the Raiders, 41 yards. Chuck Blickel helping out with the stats. Couldn't have done it without you.
Hawkinson keeps this one, gets over the 30, over the 35, brought down by Salou, and
Hawkinson on the keeper.
I think that was Austin Hill teaming up on that one with Salou.
Now, Hawkinson's a pretty big quarterback, coming in at 5'11", 175. You know, he's not slight. He's kind of a load to bring down. It's like timeout on the field. Looks like somebody got some sort of equipment thing going on there. So they'll bring in number 36.
Something with Austin Hill there. I'm not sure if he had a necklace or a headband or something on. He's got a few coaches talking to him about it right now. Hawkinson pitches that ball, and it comes out.
That was Curtis on the hit, I believe.
It sure looks like it. Curtis runs off the field. Pretty excited about that one.
Number 41, Tucker Scroggins.
Third turnover of the evening. Tucker Scroggins recovering that one after the hit by Curtis on Cats.
Third turnover on the night for the Raiders. Yep, second fumble and 1 interception earlier in the first quarter. So 48-28 in this. If the Rams are able to score, it puts them over the 45-point threshold, which would put them into the running clock situation for the second half. Henderson back in there, along with Curtis.
Anderson handoff to Curtis. Curtis with a great hole. Running. He was touched down there, but had a great leading block by number 52, Dylan Gabriel. Handoff again to Curtis.
Boy, nice job by Curtis to follow his blockers. The outside was shut down, but he had plenty of
Curtis, the ball carrier.
Jersey's ahead of him.
And that was Hudson lead blocker for him there. 3:42 to go. It's another first down for the Rams. Ball spotted on the 12-yard line.
Really no hurry for the Rams at this point. 3.5 minutes left. That ball 12 yards away from another touchdown.
Tyson Parker, number 7, checking in to the Rams backfield right now. Henderson's going to keep this one. Nice little short pass there to number 42.
Complete to number 42, Dylan McNeil.
That's McNeil.
Dylan McNeil, typically seeing Dylan lining up as a linebacker.
Giving the senior a little bit of work on the offensive side of things.
Steve, we might have our work cut out for us. Learn a few new numbers and formations here.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I like when you call out the numbers. It gives me a chance to look them up. Between the two of us, we'll get this taken care of.
Anderson hands off. That's Parker, I believe, the ball carrier. And a touchdown, Rams.
In workmanlike fashion, the Rams just drove right down the field after that turnover. Short field it was. Set up by Greg Curtis.
So on the ground and pound, Rams now leading 48-0 for the moment until the extra point attempt. It will take us into a running clock situation. Still with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go before the half. Extra point attempt is good. So our score from Hillsborough Stadium now stands 49-0, and the Rams are rolling.
Rams are rolling, and when you got to build a fence, you have to unroll some chain link every now and then. And that is your softball.
That's my softball to roll one out for Pacific Wire and Fence, a supporting sponsor of 2017 Ram TV. Pacific Fence is a Schoenheit family business serving the Northwest since 1921. From backyards to ball fields and prisons to primary schools, Pacific Fence has you covered. You can find them on the internet at pacificfence.com or give them a call anytime at 503-233-6248. To the great folks and the great team over there at Pacific Fence, we thank you sincerely for being a 2017 Ram TV supporting sponsor.
So they put Campbell back there again for the Raiders. Actually been pretty good on the last couple of returns he's been able to do. You wonder if you kick away from him, but I think you do kick away from him like they did.
It's number 20, the ball carrier right now for the Raiders.
That's Danielson for the Raiders.
Danielson brings it up to the 22, and the Raiders will have 2:33 left in the half to try to make something happen.
I'm sorry, that was Clay on the return.
Clay, the safety earlier, who was doing a pretty decent job breaking up a couple passes.
Absolutely. It's tough. You got these big, tall receivers in the Rams, and you got to work really hard when you're a defensive back for any football team.
Hand off to Katz. Brought down by 51.
Katz, the ball carrier.
For the Rams.
Yeah, that 51, that's Henry Vicen.
Hawkinson rolls to his left. Throws downfield, was intended for Fletcher, number 1.
Fletcher's incomplete.
And how about Lottie helping up Hawkinson from the turf? Again, great sportsmanship. Despite the lopsided score, both teams really kind of keeping their heads about them.
Scroggins and McNeil, the linebackers for the Rams right now, number 41 and 42. Hawkinson takes the snap, stumbles with the ball.
And goes down. I'm not sure which Rams player is going to get credit for the sack, but they don't deserve it because Hawkins went down on his own.
Yeah, Hawkins kind of took himself out on that one. Well, actually, I suppose we could credit him with the sack. Yeah,
I think the official stat rule, the closest player to the play, but there's going to be an asterisk next to that one.
Number 3, Eric Bueslick in punt formation.
4th and 19. Raiders going to punt this one away. Back to receive for the Rams. That's number 20. Elijah Elliott, who calls a fair catch for that one.
So 1:14 left in the half. Rams up 49-0, and plenty of time if they want to put something together before they head into halftime.
Elliott not taking any chances on that one. Just going to fair catch it right there at the 50. It'll be 1st and 10 with 1:14 to go. Henderson continuing as the quarterback for the Rams, number 19. It's going to be a handoff to Elijah Elliott, who is, well, actually,
he was wrapped up early.
Great defensive play there by the Raiders. He was wrapped up early, and number 28 for the Raiders absolutely picked him up and ran him back. Kellen Lynch.
And Nathan Manson made first contact, and Lynch went in and finished the job. Nice job by that Raiders defense.
Elliott not happy about that one. We'll see if he comes back and
plays with a chip on his shoulder.
He's a fiery young man. It would not surprise me in the least, Steve. And this is Elliott on the carry. He gets to the edge outside, cuts back inside, in traffic right now, still bouncing on his feet, gets over the 45. Should be 2nd and 4 for the Rams. 14 seconds to go before the half clock is ticking down, and I don't think we're going to see another play unless there's a timeout called.
I think it might be better just let this run out and head into the locker room and call it mission accomplished in the first half as the Rams, coming off the defeat last week, able to come in here and get things done.
Steve, you were talking before the start of the game here about some of the keys to really the Rams getting their momentum back, getting back on their feet after a troubling loss last week. A really tough team they had to handle there with the Clackamas Cavaliers. What'd you see here in the first half?
They got their mojo back. You know, those first 2 plays from offense were touchdowns, and that's kind of a statement right there, no matter who you're playing. And for them to come in and do that and execute, it really kind of set the tone for the rest of the half. 49-0 going into halftime. Well done by the Rams.
Well, I'm sure that it will be a much, much different locker room this time at the half than it has been maybe previously. But our Rams coming out here showing a great first half effort, leading 49-0. It will be a running clock through the duration of this game. Before we cut to the rest of halftime, I'd like to go ahead and say one more thank you to our title sponsor. That would be Hunt Painting. Hunt Painting, a title sponsor for 2017 Ram TV. Now in their 3rd generation of students at Central Catholic, Hunt Painting is happy to continue to be a part of the Central Catholic family. Hunt Painting hopes for another great year of success on and off the field for all the Central Catholic student athletes. You can give them a call at 503-245-5149. Talk to them about any of your painting needs. Or you can check them out online, see what they've got going on at huntpainting.com. Hunt Painting, thank you so much for being a title sponsor to this season's Ram TV. And with that, folks, broadcast team here is going to take a short break from the microphones. We're going to go ahead and leave the cameras here pointed at the field as the Rams cheer squad comes out here to perform. We'll be back with you in probably about 10 minutes here as we resume play for the second half.
Please welcome to the field the Central Catholic Varsity Song Leaders.
And welcome back to the second half of Ram TV, coming to you live from Hillsboro Stadium. The Central Catholic Rams currently leading over the Reynolds Raiders by a score of 49-0. If you were with us for the first half, you saw all the fireworks coming from the Central Catholic offense and the defense being stingy as could be.
Stingy, they're taking it away. 3 turnovers in that first half, 2 fumbles and an interception. So, like you said, fireworks on both sides of the football, Tom. It's been fun to call.
Absolutely. Steve, I saw you checking in with Chuck there on some of the first half stats. What do you got for
Chuck's
us?
got some stats. He's got some great stats working. Passing for Central Catholic, 8 for 12, shared between Knighton and Henderson, 278 yards. Rushing, 14 carries for 70 yards. Total of 348 yards in the first half. So, very impressive offensive half for the Rams. First 2 plays, if you weren't here watching Ram TV, first 2 plays from offense were touchdowns for the Rams. Now, the Rams did have 8 penalties for 85 yards, so there was a little bit of chink in the armor. Reynolds on the other side of the football, 4 for 11 for 18 yards through the air and 18 carries for 40 yards, 50 yards total offense in the first half. And penalties, there were 5 for 41, so very lopsided first half, and as a result, we'll have a running clock here in the second half.
Now, with the running clock, Steve, if the 45-point differential is decreased, does it go back to a standard clock, or does it just, it's a running clock the rest of the game? You know, I lost a Snickers bar to Steve in the first half. If you were paying attention, we had a little side wager going on one of the kickoffs that was actually put through the uprights. It would have been a 45-yard or 50-yard field goal, I think.
It would have been like a 55-yard field goal, I believe, yeah. And that was Anderson who did that.
So it's going to become my mission here to throw as many oddball rules and trivia questions as I possibly can at Steve in the second half.
Well, keep doing that, because whenever those come up, my goes.
The microphone checks out.
Yeah, it goes out. So, but nonetheless, I got to give you credit, Tom. At halftime, you went and got the Snickers bar to repay your debts. So you did not waste any time to square things up. So
look, that kick was worth it. That was
it was fun.
We've got a kicker, boy.
Fun to watch.
Big boot.
Big boot, and coming out in the second half, the Rams actually, I think, received the football. So the nice part about games like this, albeit it's very lopsided from the offensive side, that we're going to have the opportunity in the second half to see players that we typically don't get to see on a regular basis. We get to call their names, and also they get the benefit of some experience, some real game experience, which is really exciting for us as fans, but also for them to build some experience.
Well, it was great seeing the backup quarterback for the Rams, Henderson, the senior, having a pretty solid first half there. He threw a touchdown, and I think he ran one himself.
Ran one in. In fact, he ran one in before we even knew he was in. They snuck him in, and then he snuck into the end zone for a touchdown. We got to pay better attention.
Yeah, they're moving around pretty quick out there.
Exactly. So, yeah, Henderson, a great second half there.
I imagine that we will see several members of the underclassmen represented here on some of the special teams.
They're at number 12 going back to receive for the Rams, and that is that's Miles Jackson
Jackson.
Now. But they brought in number 7, Tyson Parker, back there to receive, which sometimes Curtis is back there. I'm not sure quite Reynolds doing kind of that bunch set.
Getting ready to begin play in the second half.
Of course, it's the first time we've seen him kick off tonight, so that might be how they kick off, and it is. They spread out to look normal.
Steve, I'm not sure if you just saw that, but number 71 for the Rams, Brian Cochran, is down there just hooting and hollering, running up and down the sideline, getting guys fired up for this second half. Just love seeing that energy.
All that energy.
The excitement down there. Having fun on a Friday night.
The kick was kind of a bit of a pooch kick, and really it was Jermaine Flintroy who kind of knocked it out of bounds there, not allowing Reynolds to get that on kind of a little trickeration.
The old trickeration coming back.
A little trickeration. It's in the dictionary. If not, it should be.
A little confusion there by our officials about where that ball was spotted. We got it figured out now. Ball is on the Rams' own 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
So Henderson slips out there again, and looks like Grayson Juneau, I want to say number 8, is back there with him. Juneau, a senior, 5'9", 175. Flag comes out.
Grayson Juro on the carry for the Rams. Penalty marker on the play.
See what this call is, Tom, and looks like it'll go against the Rams as they march west on the field.
Holding on 32. Is there even a 32 out there?
Well, it would be Chris Hoover if it was.
You know, there's a 33 out there lining up in a tight end spot right now.
Okay, well, I don't want to say who that might be.
Might be that guy, not sure.
Anderson will keep it, trying to get his shoulders around.
And he is smothered.
Smothered is a really good word for that, Tom.
That was 33 from the Raiders.
Henderson on the keeper, brought down.
Chris McMichael.
Yeah, running to his left like that, he could never even get his shoulder squared around to throw anything. Second and 25 for the Rams.
Henderson keeps this one. Wrapped up again for a loss.
Yeah, that'll bring up third and even longer there for the Rams.
Henderson on the carry.
Reynolds really able to penetrate at will.
3rd and 28. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. Rams with a long way to go to the first down here. Ball on their own 13-yard line.
Looks like Austin Honda Willett back now in the backfield with Henderson, number 25.
Pass is complete.
It's to Will Frick. That's a long pass for Henderson.
Complete, number 24, Will Fricky.
Rams not taking any chances with 4th and 22 after the complete pass to Frick. I'll punt this one away. Back to receive for the Raiders. Kadon Fletcher, number 1.
Zach Simmons into punt.
First punt today for the Rams.
Kadon Fletcher, deep safety for the Raiders.
Oh boy, great punt.
Terrific punt. You know, Fletcher called that one fair and
Fletcher
barely caught it with his
catch.
fingertips there. Had to chase that one around.
Yeah, no kidding. Well covered. I mean, the hang time on that was really, really good. The Rams were there if need be.
Clock continuing to run down to the 7-minute mark. Raiders taking this drive over at their 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
Oh boy.
Oh, Hawkinson tries to hand off to Katz. Katz is crushed.
That was number 51, Henry Vicente, who was in there to basically take the handoff.
Katz
Right on top of it. Alistair Nora, number 64, was right on top of him as well.
Like he was shot out of a cannon into the backfield. Owen Johnston at the bottom of your screen playing defensive back, and they'll go his direction.
Is going to go ahead and pass this one. That's intercepted, picked off by number 82.
Joe Nizick on the interception.
Joe Nizick.
Nizick rolled back from his, looks like maybe outside linebacker position to jump in front of that. Good read by Nizick.
Nizick, a sophomore on the Rams squad here. That's his first interception, I believe, as a varsity player for the Central Catholic Rams.
I think so, too. See, that's where we need the Ram TV replay. 4 turnovers on the night, 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles for the Raiders. It's hard to overcome that in any game.
Henderson, the quarterback right now. Honda Willett in the backfield with him. Hand off to Honda Willett. Willett running behind number 61, Daniel Jeffries.
A little bit better line performance there on that play. The last drive, the Raiders really able to get through the line, but some positive yards here. Maybe they turn things around on the sidelines.
Honda Willett with a gain of 3 on the rush. It'll be 2nd and 7, 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Ball right now on the Raiders' 39-yard line. Hand off to Honda Willett.
Flag comes out. He's drugged down by his head. They might have got a penalty for face mask.
Campbell with the stop.
Willett made it down to about the 36-yard line, I think. Depending on what happens here with the flag, it could potentially be face mask. Okay.
Personal foul, face mask, number 7 on the defense. 15 yards will result in a first down.
That's a big one, first down there for the Rams on that face mask penalty. Puts them at about the 20-yard line. Very short field there for the Rams, already leading 49-0, Tom.
In the backfield with Henderson, number 7, Tyson Parker. Handoff goes to Parker. Parker cuts to the near side of the field over the 20. Gain of 1 on Parker's carry.
It's like Nizick's checking in on the offensive side of things now.
He's got pretty good hands.
Yeah, he does. He's the third Nizick to come through recently, and Joe's the third.
Joe being very familiar with this field, I think he cut his teeth as a ball boy here in this program for
wore
years
out the
and
field.
years and years.
It's nice that he goes sideways instead of, or he gets to go north and south instead of east and west on the thing.
Anderson and Parker. Parker bounces, gets down to the 17, possibly 16-yard line before being brought down by number 71, Mercado from the Raiders.
I got 2 Snickers.
Oh,
Things are really, this is,
Wow.
Why do I get the Krabby Snickers? What are you saying, Laura? So third down and what's that, about 7, Tom?
Henderson's got Parker in the backfield with him. We're going to have a flag here, possibly motion. Nope, it's a timeout on behalf of Reynolds.
Timeout, great time to talk about our sponsors during the timeout. We got 2 great ones, and I'll let you decide which one you want to talk about.
Well, you know, I'm going to lead off talking about our title sponsor.
That's a
that
good
would
story.
be the great
Good
folks
story.
there at Hunt Painting. You know, be a title sponsor, Steve.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is. You have to have years and years and years of experience, you know, putting things together and really just creating a lot of value and benefit for people.
Over time, too.
Over time.
You got to develop that.
Yeah, exactly. Hunt Painting is proud to help sponsor Ram TV. Now in their 3rd generation of students at Central Catholic, Hunt Painting is happy to continue to be a part of the Central Catholic family. Hunt Painting hopes for another great year of success on and off the field for all Central Catholic student athletes. Hunt Painting, you can find them on the internet, huntpainting.com, or give them a call at 503-245-5149. Hunt Painting, thank you so much for being a title sponsor of the 2017 season of Ram TV. As we return to the action, clock ticking down right now to the 140 mark in the 3rd quarter. Rams leading 49-0. Right now with 3rd and 6 on their own on the Raiders' 17-yard line. Henderson keeps this one for himself, bounces to the far side of the field and tackled for
Henderson
about a 5-yard
brought
loss.
Down by Kellen Lynch.
They really sniffed that out. That read option didn't give them much of an option. 3 defenders over there for the Raiders to drag him down.
Henderson with really no room to run on that one. So it'll be 4th and 11 right now for the Rams. Ball on the Raiders' 23-yard line.
So it looks like, is that Crawford back there in the backfield? Or Juno?
I believe that's number 8 for the Rams lined up in the
so
backfield.
So that's Grayson Juno there.
Hand off to Juno. Juno runs behind his blockers, gets down to the 19. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Raiders taking over the possession of the ball. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. 36 seconds left to go in the 3rd
Reynolds
quarter.
will take over 1st and 10.
And that clock will continue to run. I don't know if they'll even run a play. Completing the defensive lineup as Gross enters
Hawkinson
play.
looks to throw, is going for it all right now. That was picked off by number 30 for the Rams with an interception.
Travis West on the
interception by number 30, Travis West.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Rams still up 49-0.
I was wondering what just happened there. Jim was turning down the band for a moment as they were firing up. Steve, the only thing stopping this clock right now is just changing things around for the coming 4th quarter here. Rams leading 49-0. And it's been an offensive fiesta today here. I don't know if you have any updated stats from Chuck, but
offensive fiesta? Is that what you said? I love that.
It has been a.
That's so it looks like Chuck 6 yards rushing. 6 yards rushing on 7 carries in that quarter. 111 yards through the air. And 12 total plays. 12 total yards. That's kind of an anemic quarter for the Rams coming out. But they did get that turnover right before the end of the quarter. Great interception.
That's a handoff to Juno. Juno's going to gain maybe a yard on the carry. Rams right now with the ball starting from their own 45-yard line on this drive after the turnover by West. The end of the 3rd quarter. Official's going to spot that carry for no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10. And actually, we've got a new quarterback in the game right now for the Rams. That's number 14, Jaden Fulcher in there. Sophomore for the Rams, hands off to Juno. Juno pushed back. Not getting a lot of protection there.
Not a lot of room to run there for Juno.
Wayne Williander on the tackle.
So you got an injured player there for Reynolds. Getting helped up. Gonna hop it off a little bit. Boy, hard running there.
Hand off to 25, and they're going to call a late hit there on number 7 coming in. And
Lynch on the tackle.
Yeah, that's Honda Willett on the carry, and he did get popped late. I think they're going to get a late hit.
yeah, Willander came in flying around on that one, looking to just add a little something.
Tee off. But, you know, really all things considered with the lopsided score, both teams, good sportsmanship. You know, Reynolds could easily get chippy. They're not chippy. They've been helping players up, and really good sportsmanship on both sides.
Yep. Reynolds coach right now hollering into number 7.
7 penalties for 73 yards against Reynolds on the night. Thank you, Chuck Blickel.
Still on his feet here, bouncing around. Jersey tackle does not bring him down, and he's inside the 30 on that carry. Honda Willett
Hard running.
driving for the first down for the Rams as we approach the 9-minute mark left in the game.
Great hole there by the offensive line of the Rams, creating some lanes for him to get through.
On.
I want to say that was Aaron Artvinson on the
I
carry.
thought it was Honda Willett, but that was 35.
See, they slip them in. If you're not paying attention, we're
25 for 35, 35 for 25.
But 2nd and 10, a little bit of work here for the Rams.
Fulcher handing off to Arvidsson. Arvidsson, wow, he just
driving the pile.
he kind of dove underneath the pile and then resurfaced on the other side of it, Steve, there for a gain.
Running inspired. You got to love that. 49-point lead, and he doesn't want to go down.
Slippery, I like it. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 7 right now. 7:45 left to go in the game. Fulcher calls his number on this one, gets down to the 25-yard line.
On the keeper.
Gain of 1.
It's a 4th down and about 6 for the Rams. You know, they really haven't thrown the ball for obvious reasons, but this might be fun to see what Fulcher can do to throw the ball. Oh, that's right. Well, you can. So that's probably why they haven't thrown.
Well, there you go, Steve.
Yep. Oh, nice
Fulcher
keeper.
keeps this one, has a little room to run here. Tackled at the 21-yard line, I believe.
Fulcher on the keeper. Miller with the
Short of
stop.
the
That was a
first
point-man
down,
play.
that'll be a
Ball
turnover on
over.
downs,
First
and the
and
Raiders
10.
will take over with 6:45 left to go in the game. Rams currently leading 49-0.
Some new players out there for the Rams. Looks like number 49, like Tristan Bennett checking in. Left defensive line there. Coming in.
Hand off to Katz. Katz cuts to the near side of the field. Brought down by Nizic, number 82. Tackling him from behind. And we're under the 6-minute mark to go. It is a first down for the Raiders. They're now on their own 39-yard line with 1st and 10. Katz in the backfield with Hawkinson. It's Katz on the carry again. Katz gets over the 45 and is brought down.
Boy, a host of Rams there getting to the ball.
Cats on the
I
carry.
might credit that one to number 32, Chris Schuver. I think he was probably the first one in there.
First one in there.
Raiders looking at 2nd and 3 right now. Hawkinson keeps this one. He's over the 50, over the 45, and down inside the Rams' own 40.
Boy, that was very nice fake. I was watching the fake. I didn't realize Hawkinson had the ball.
Hawkinson gets the first down and
That's good for Reynolds.
much more. And we're inside the 5-minute mark now as the clock continues to wind down on this relatively nice evening out here in Hillsboro.
It's a beautiful night.
Hawkinson hands off to Katz. Katz is through over the 30 down to the Rams' 26-yard line, and that's another first down for the Raiders.
Cats the ball carrier. Aaron Arvidsson on the stop. That's good for another Reynolds first down.
Cat 6'1", 180. He's a big one to bring down.
This one is a pitch. Hawkinson's pitch, I believe that was number 6 right there, Dominic Miller. No gain on the carry.
Dominic Miller on the carry.
.350 to go in the ball game. Raiders hoping to put something on the board before going home. Rams defense hoping to pitch a shutout here. Hawkinson does hand this one to Katz. Katz tackled by Nizic on about the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you,
should be a first down.
Nizic brought him down, but it looks like, 49 Bennett was playing Hawkinson, went straight for him. If Hawkinson would have held that ball, Bennett would have got him for about a 5-yard loss. It's a good thing he did hand it off. He read it right.
You know, Steve, as I was watching that, I actually stayed watching on Hawkinson there. He sold that really well.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the offense. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5 yards.
You don't see that very often. Encroachment on the offense, but it can happen.
Raiders take the opportunity to change some personnel around. Katz carries it. Gain of probably 3 or 4 yards, still short of the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13, 2:20 to go in the game. Rams players on the sideline bouncing up and down, shouting Rams, Rams, Rams. It's a pass through the middle, just short, intended for number 11 from the Raiders. That was, well, I don't even see a number 11 on there.
There's no 11 on the roster, but probably a pass that should have been caught. It was delivered right on the numbers.
Hit hard after the deflected pass by number 32, Chris Schuver from the Rams. 1:30 left to go in the game. 3rd and 13.
It's like Katz will go to the end zone.
I believe Katz may have gotten through the end zone on that one.
Into the end zone, touchdown Reynolds.
And Reynolds on the board with 1:13 left to go.
Well, good for them to avoid the goose egg there.
13-yard carry by Katz. Clock continues to run out here.
So, yeah, looking ahead into to next week, looks like we are going to read here. It looks like David Douglas. No, strike that. No, today's, yeah, okay. So the 6 will be against David Douglas. And that will be...
Steve, I think that the Rams are actually playing Centennial.
Helps if I look at the right schedule.
Extra point by Thompson is good.
Reynolds will be playing David Douglas.
All the lights from the fireworks. Yeah.
And we'll be back out here for Ram TV again next Friday night.
That's exciting stuff. Centennial, tough team, gave us heck last year.
That's a home game for us. I do believe that game next week, Steve, has a... I think it's got an alternate start time. I want to say that's an 8 o'clock start.
Okay, well, it is the 6th, so...
I think it's a double... Let me check my schedule here real quick. I want to say they've got a doubleheader out here at Hillsborough Stadium next Friday night. And that is true. It's going to be an 8 o'clock broadcast of Ram TV. Centennial versus Central Catholic from Hillsborough Field.
This will be a nice late night. It'll be easier to get out here, I'll tell you that.
It'll be easier to get out here, except for the fact that the stadium will actually have Century High School will be playing their game here earlier that evening. So there's a little bit of traffic coming in and out of the parking lot. So
yeah, we'll have to...
Either get out here early or plan to watch the game again on Ram TV. We'll be coming to you live from Hillsborough Stadium, where the Rams will be facing off with Centennial. A few more seconds left to tick away in this one. Rams leading right now, 49-7.
Hunter Thompson to kick for the Raiders.
So I think that might do it between the kickoff and the return here. With that running clock already down to 15 seconds.
That one is down by number 85 for the Rams. That's Ryan Kelly. Steady hands on that one. The clock will run out, and that's our ball game, folks. Final score here from Hillsborough Stadium. Rams take this one 49-7 over the Reynolds Raiders. Steve, what do you got to tell us about it?
I mean, we got the fireworks that we were hoping for. We saw the execution that we needed. There's 2 offensive plays in the first quarter, back-to-back touchdowns. That's sending a message. So, we got kind of our feet back under us and headed into next week and feeling pretty good.
Pretty solid game by the Rams, and great to see it be a relatively injury-free game as well.
Injury-free, no turnovers.
No turnovers. So all things going in the right direction for the Rams. Before we cut away, just one more time, I would like to take an opportunity to thank both our title and supporting sponsors. Our title sponsor for this broadcast is Hunt Painting. Hunt Painting is proud to help sponsor Ram TV. Now in their 3rd generation of students at Central Catholic, Hunt Painting is happy to continue to be a part of the Central family. Hunt Painting hopes for another great year of success on and off the field for all our Central Catholic student athletes. Find them on the internet at huntpainting.com or give them a call at 503-245-5149. Also, special thanks to our supporting sponsor, Pacific Wire and Fence. Pacific Fence is a Schoenheit family business serving the Northwest since 1921. From backyards to ball fields and prisons to primary schools, Pacific Fence has you covered. Need a fence? Call Pacific Fence at 503-233-6248. Or check them out online at pacificfence.com. On behalf of Chuck, Steve, and myself, and the entire Oregon Sports Beat production team, thank you so much for joining us for another exciting edition of Ram TV. We look forward to seeing you guys next Friday night at 8 p.m. coming to you live from Hillsborough Stadium.